looks like you're having fun.
Well, yeah. I'm shooting at demons. So, always. Yellow!
And we're back, and we're still standing at this weird green glowy stone. Oh, that's so... Oh.
Those are challenges. I haven't read what I am supposed to do. That's good.
15,
Use the combat shotgun to kill. That's okay. That I can do.
Eliminate 15 imps. Yeah. Get 2 seconds
What was
per kill.
that? What the fuck? It fucked up.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it didn't jump back up when I got up again.
Ah.
And then did the exit thing.
That's too bad, so sad.
So, more loading times. Sorry, guys.
Let's try this again. Start the challenge.
Yes, start the challenge. In Mortal Kombat!
Did I already mention that you're not funny?
No.
Remember, Glory King gives you more...
Time?
Yes.
Like that?
Yes. Very good.
They die too fast.
I think you got this.
It's the easiest one.
Oh,
So,
at least they're doable, huh?
this one, yeah.
In contrast to, God, which game was it that had those unbearably difficult challenges? Devil May Cry 4.
Oh yeah, whoa, fuck you. 3 had also some pretty darn hard ones.
That's actually what I really liked about TMC, that the optional challenges were actually doable for somebody who is not a fucking pro player.
Yeah.
Because that really was fucking bullshit in the MC3 and 4 especially.
But in the later ones you have to completely map the trials out in your mind to actually get them done.
What does this one do?
Increases the range of pickups.
Ah. Oh! So basically your...
It's a vacuum cleaner.
Yes, vacuum cleaner. And that's why it's called vacuum.
You are so smart.
Be smart! SMRT! Jesus.
And you're dead.
Sorry for that bit of slowness.
Well, I worked with you now long enough. Nothing new for me again.
There's a question. Why did we stop saying slow? You know, to describe that somebody is
Because retarded is offensive.
Yeah, but
I'm dead.
I know, but that's not my point, because I'm not insisting on calling those people retarded. I'm just wondering why we stopped calling them slow, because I think calling them slow is
Oh,
so
no,
bad?
I got it. I was
Is it
thinking
so
about
bad?
the other. No, retarded is ooh.
That is
A rocket launcher.
Oh, that one looks very boxy though.
Yeah, it's a rocket launcher.
Yeah.
Has to fit a rocket in.
Yeah. Oh, now I remember what else I wanted to say about boxy weapons. Red Faction...
I killed myself.
Yes, because you unloaded a rocket directly into the imp next to you.
Yes. I did that.
Yes. Red Faction Guerrilla.
Yes, it's a game.
Yes, the assault rifle in that is basically a box with a trigger guard and what was it?
That's bad weapon design.
It's very... Actually, it looks pretty cool because it has this sleek, futuristic look, but it looks very boxy. But in a good way. I'll try to find a picture of that later on to show you.
Do that.
It's very boxy, but
There's my tablet.
It's here.
I said there is my tablet.
Ah,
You wanted to look a picture
I
of.
understood. Where is my tablet? I'm sorry.
No, I know where that is. It's mine. Ow. I should stop hurting myself.
Yes, you should. Also, why is the sound on this on?
Because I can.
You're a bit irritating. I turned it down. At least I try to. That works. Either way, I look up what the assault rifle and reflection gear really looks like, and Duke with some more demons.
Only a Hell Knight there. Hi. So, but this time I can do the death from... No, that wasn't the death from above. Why? Fuck you!
'Cause you suck.
Yeah, but I was above him.
Well, you looked up Jigoku on Wikipedia. That is interesting.
Oh yeah, Jigoku. It's hell.
Ah.
Made up by the kanji of Earth and Prison. Interestingly.
So, translates to Earth Prison?
Yeah. At least if you...
Take it literally.
Yeah. And Jigoku no is from hell.
Looks like you're having fun!
Well, yeah. I'm shooting at demons.
Let's
So,
say something.
always.
Oh yeah, it also has a back grip and a top slide.
Oh my god, that's a box!
Like I said, it's very boxy, but I think it fits. I think it looks
Yeah,
good.
it's okay, but it's a box!
Try to get that into the video.
Ow. Ow. I'm bleeding.
So in case you need to fucking look that up later, it's on the Red Faction wiki.
Nice.
Yeah.
Red Faction weapon.
EDF assault rifle. I'll write you a message to look it up.
Do that.
But yeah. That one is very boxy.
Yeah. If you're wondering why I'm doing so bad, badly. That badly? I'm confused, sorry. That's because I'm in a not the most comfortable position for playing shooters.
That's right.
Actually.
Due to the constraints put upon us by recording.
Yeah. And I will not play this with a controller. Fuck you
I wanted to
guys.
say the same thing. That being said, it's still better than if you had to play with a controller. Because
Splotch.
nobody wants to beat Polygon 2.0.
Polygon 2.0.
Oh, was it Kotaku or was it Polygon?
What the fuck? You are confusing me. I don't know what you're talking about.
Have you not noticed the okay. I think it was Polygon actually who uploaded a gameplay video, an uncommentated gameplay video of the new Doom that was so bad.
Oh my god.
Literally, the guy playing it was so terrible that not only did it naturally
Suck?
no, not only did it naturally kick off a discussion about how good video game reviewers actually have to be at playing the games they review.
Which is a good question.
Yes.
Because they should have at least some skill and shouldn't be completely hating the genre.
Which
genre.
is a topic that I will touch upon in a minute again, because reasons. But it was actually so bad that some people argued, Total Biscuit including, that it misrepresented the game.
Yeah, I'm remembering now.
So much so that when the No, which is basically the I'd say YouTube drama gossip channel of Rooster Teeth, made a video about this whole controversy, and basically just talked about the how good the video game reviews actually have to be at playing games, and didn't even mention the whole misrepresentation thing. That TB himself commented on the video in a lengthy comment to point out that the issue is not with him just being bad, but with him being so bad that it misrepresents the game.
Yeah, and that is a problem.
That definitely is a fucking problem. Especially for a purportedly pro-consumer video game reviewing website.
Yeah, and yeah. but also I often had it that I think it was also Total Biscuit and the bunch on a older co-optional where they talked about some reviewer from, I think it was Kotaku, but I don't know actually, who tore some games completely apart, and only in a tweet or something of him came out that he hates those games.
Yeah.
So they send a guy who hates those games to judge them, and that is so... There are guys who can actually do that and be fair to the game, but it's never a good thing, because you will never get the same... damn it! The same things out of it when you send someone who likes it, or at least is neutral to them.
Yeah, definitely. That's definitely a problem that a lot of video game review websites have, that sometimes they just give a certain review to some guy who hates the respective genre.
Yeah.
And then you have, well, results like IGN's review of God Hand, which is still held up as one of the worst examples of video game reviewing of all time. He gave the game a 3 out of 10 because he didn't get the game, and basically because he hated beat-em-ups.
Wow,
Yes.
that is bad.
Remember, God Hand is a fucking cult classic.
Yeah, that is... But even for someone who doesn't like those games and doesn't get them, that's bad at being bad at your job.
IGN also gave Double Dragon Neon, I think, a 4 out of 10.
Wow, those
Yes.
guys... I know why I don't like their reviews and things on the page, but wow, that's being bad at their job.
Yeah. Another example that comes a lot closer to, well, to my heart, because I very much liked the game that was flagged off by a lot of reviewers, was Castlevania Lords of Shadow 2. I already talked about this
Yeah, but
a few times. But for example, you know, there's one section in the game which is I will agree that yes, the stealth sections in that game are ill-advised and they don't really fit. But that being said, they're not really that bad because mostly they're not really fully realized stealth sections, but they're more like stealth puzzles. Yeah. And there's one section that admittedly even gave me a few problems. I had to retry it like 2 to 3 times, but it didn't take me longer than like 15 minutes. The Polygon reviewer needed 1 hour for that section.
Wow.
The Kotaku reviewer needed 4 hours for that section.
Yeah, that's being bad at video games.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but at some point you just have to ask yourself, is it really the game?
Or is it me?
Or is it me?
I think Total Biscuit even said the same.
Yeah. So while I will agree that yes, maybe the inclusion of the stealth section is not exactly, it doesn't really fit the game, especially since apart from that, it's much more of a, well, like it's basically a God of War Metroidvania. Also, Lords of Shadow 2 is a lot more Metroidvania than the first one.
Which is very good, because I have to say those games are flawed, but they're not bad games. They don't deserve the hate they are getting. But
the funny thing is that
they're mediocre games.
The first one was very well received, and I would very much argue that the first one is the inferior game.
The first one got around 70%, 75% everywhere.
Actually, I think it got more, got 80 to 85.
No, I checked that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
But I think that this percentage is actually accurate.
Yeah.
Because it's not a good game, but it's not a bad game either. So it's actually a middle-class game, and somehow that seems to have become worse than being a bad game.
Yeah, for some reason, because especially the first game definitely has problems.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mostly the pacing, and that the first third of the game is basically completely fucking
and the
extraneous and unnecessary. Because
also the camera angles are sometimes when enemies can run out of the camera and attack you. That's a problem.
Yeah,
and they can sometimes.
Yeah. And of course you could argue now, well, what, don't you have object permanence? Well...
Yes, but you can't see from where the attack is coming,
yeah, exactly.
and so you can't defend against it.
There's a difference there between, you know, just not knowing that something is there.
You can't change the camera, that's the problem.
Or forgetting that something is there. Of course we know that something is there, but we don't know where exactly outside of the camera.
So we're concentrating on the things we actually can see.
Yeah.
Which are the enemies who are still in line of sight.
Exactly. But yeah.
The art style is extremely good.
Yes, definitely. And of course they kind of bungled that up in the second one in regards to the modern day sections, because the proportions don't actually work at all. So like your character is a lot smaller than... at the same time seems a lot smaller and sometimes a lot bigger than it should be in certain environments. So compared to, for example, the size of cars, or the size of doorways and such. But when you're in the castle and when you're actually in the medieval area, so to speak, you know, the game looks absolutely freaking gorgeous, and it plays like a dream. They improved the combo system from the first game.
Cool.
With a different, because this time around you actually don't just have chaos and light magic, but you actually have different weapons.
Neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first one got a lot with the classic mechanics of getting these items and using them as different weapons.
But yeah, the second one has a Metacritic score of 58.
That's definitely too low.
Yes, and I would still argue that the second one is
the better one.
Is a few problems notwithstanding, definitely the better game.
Yeah, I don't get those reviews most of the time.
Very much felt like a pile up.
And there are a lot of games who get extremely good scores, where you're asking yourself, why?
Yeah, Bioshock Infinite.
Were you paid for that?
Bioshock fucking Infinite.
And
I still can't get over how disappointing that game was.
So bad, yeah?
It's not a bad game, but the problem is that, well, for one thing, they're making such a big fuss about the story, but the story completely falls apart in the latter third of the game. And the mechanics are just so goddamn fucking devolved from what came before. The end boss of that game is a fucking tower defense mission.
What the fuck?
Literally, you have to protect the engine core of an airship from a horde of oncoming enemies.
Okay.
Yeah, that is the end boss of the game. I'm not saying that it's much worse than the end boss of Bioshock 1, because that one was even worse.
How old is that game?
Which one, Bioshock 1?
Yeah.
2007.
Yeah, I mean,
Bioshock Infinite is
as an excuse for that.
Yeah. Bioshock Infinite is from 2012, I think.
Yeah, that's not that old.
Yeah, no. And considering that I'm more of a core gamer who is more mechanically focused, I do give a shit about story, but mechanics come first for me most of the time.
Yeah, absolutely. Look at this game.
Yes. Mechanically, the game was so devolved from even Bioshock. I'm not even gonna mention System Shock and System Shock 2, which the Bioshock series ostensibly is a successor of. And
yes.
There was already a lot of devolution involved from System Shock 2 to Bioshock. But it still had enough elements and enough complexity to actually be an enjoyable RPG shooter. But they removed even that.
Damn.
You just found an artifact.
Yeah.
In Bioshock Infinite, but I actually don't want to spend 20 more minutes bitching about Bioshock Infinite. That's a rant for another time. Also, I think we've been playing for like 20 minutes now.
Yeah, we
call it a day if you want to.
Yeah, I think so.
But yeah, believe me, one day my rant about Bioshock Infinite will come.
Till next time.
Bye.